hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button in the face.
Well, hello there. Hi, people. YouTube today has responded to SSSniperwolf. SSniperwolf has apologized to jacksfilms.
Dumpy.
Anyways, hope you guys are having a great day. Welcome to a new video. Welcome to the channel. Subscribe if you are new. Alright? Why not? What's wrong with you? But regardless, here we are. 1 week removed from the incident where SSSniperwolfy Raps showed up to jacksfilms' house. It took YouTube 1 week to address the situation. It took SSniperwolf 1 week to apologize, which is so hilarious because if you guys have been keeping up, you should already know this entire SSniperwolf apology is complete BS because literally the day after the events of the doxing and of course, obviously, SSniperwolf showing up to jacksfilms' house, the next day, SSniperwolf and her sister were out and about probably shopping, and SSniperwolf posted an Instagram story where her and her sister were mocking jacksfilms and saying, "Oh, if we show up to your house, what are you doing?" I know what I'm doing. Okay, C4. I'm gonna be blatantly honest, this entire situation just grinds my gears because I hate corporate face, fake activity and behavior, and that is exactly what YouTube and SSniperwolf are just exuding into the world here. And let me tell you, it is not only the SSniperwolf response that was absolutely terrible, the YouTube response was just as terrible, if not worse. Without further ado, let's begin. So at 12:37 p.m. Eastern Standard Time yesterday, YouTube officially responded to SSniperwolf and jacksfilms. YouTube says here, confirming SSSniperwolfy in my butt has received a temporary monetization suspension per creator responsibility policies. Off-platform actions that put others' personal safety at risk, harm our community, and the behavior on both sides isn't what we want on YouTube. Hoping everyone helps move this convo to a better place. This response by YouTube is absolutely terrible, embarrassing, derogatory, and disgusting. I'm not sure who greenlit this. I'm not sure who drafted this up and was like, all right, this is the response we're gonna give the people, okay? This week-long brewing high-intensity drama, people's lives are on the line. This is what we're gonna do. Give the most terrible, like, what the even is this? This is like when your brother is just nagging you and like flicking you on the ear, and then you respond by telling him to shut the fuck up, and your mom says it's both of your guys' faults. Like, no, it's my brother's fault, right? Because he was the one, you know what I'm saying? But like, even then, like, jacksfilms' response was just like, YouTube, please take action against SSniperwolf. They're like, okay, we will, by doing a temporary monetization suspension. What even is that? I've never heard YouTube respond to anything in the past and give someone a consequence that's labeled a temporary monetization suspension. This is 100% YouTube playing favorites. So like, okay, we love SSniperwolf, she makes us millions of dollars, we'll give you a temporary monetization suspension. For YouTube to say the behavior on both sides isn't what we want on YouTube is unequivocally, that's the word I'm gonna use today, disgusting and embarrassing and just straight up stupid. You're telling me what jacksfilms did, which was parody someone's terrible content, call out someone's terrible content, and expose them for breaking copyright law, and making entertainment videos based on SSniperwolf, who has like 30 million subscribers, whilst jacksfilms, you know, he does have a lot of subscribers, but nowhere near around the same size of a YouTuber. This guy's just making jokes about someone who's like the king, alright? It's not like jacksfilms is picking on random 30 subscriber Minecraft YouTubers who are like 9 years old. But apparently, calling out someone for making dog shit content that is barely scraping the line of legality is on the same level as showing up to another YouTuber's house because they made fun of you online. But not only just showing up to another YouTuber's house, but showing up to a YouTuber's house while you have an audience of almost 6 million people on Instagram and filming the person's house and sharing it with all your followers. Like, YouTube, what are you doing? What are you saying? What is this response, YouTube? It's not a good response at all, YouTube. You should have kept it in the drafts, YouTube. But let's check out the additional context that sometimes gets added to tweets when they're, you know, more than likely spewing some bullshit. And I know what you're thinking right now. Oh my god, the YouTube response? They got corrected and there's actually some additional context? Is there any for SSSniperwolf's response on Twitter? Yes, there is, and I'll be showing that to you too. For YouTube, the additional context is, as per YouTube's harassment rules, doxing is to be met with a permanent termination. Additionally, only SSSniperwolf's most recent video got demonetized. Her channel as a whole is still monetized. So let me get this even more straight than I got it straight before. You're telling me YouTube's initial response was to give SSniperwolf the most light punishment of all time in semblance for the action she did, which should, of course, be resulted in a permanent termination. She got it off the hook so easy. A temporary monetization suspension. That's what YouTube said. But you're telling me they're not even actually going through with it and they got exposed? Classic corporate, evil, unfair, and biased YouTube. Let's just say there's a YouTuber named The Baked Potato Man with about, I don't know, similar subs to me. Guys, I can just show up to the Baked Potato Man's house, film him getting out of the bathtub, post it on the internet, and, I mean, according to YouTube, I should be fine, right? But no, unfortunately, I won't be fine because I'm not an attractive woman with 40 million subscribers who makes YouTube lots of money. So basically, long story short, YouTube is displaying pretty blatant double standards here, and no one's a fan of this. I mean, they're getting bodied on every social media. So many people are making videos on this and calling this out, as they should be, but the sad reality is nothing is gonna change and nothing is gonna come from this. I feel like nothing ever does whenever it happens to be like a similar situation. YouTube can just get away with whatever they want, and until a viable competitor shows up, it's just gonna always be that way. Now, let's check out SSSniperwolf's response. Oh, I'm sure this one's gonna be amazing, right? I mean, her initial response was just to mock the situation and make fun of it, and have her sister make fun of it too, so let's check out the apology. Oh, I'm sure it's gonna be so sincere. Let me start by saying I'm sorry for my recent actions. It is inexcusable. I'm sorry to jacksfilms, YouTube, the entire creator community. I totally accept your apology, SSSniperwolf, as long as you show up to my house. And my incredible fans for not being a better example for appropriate conflict resolution. jacksfilms, while we certainly don't see eye to eye and have our differences, I'm sorry for reacting the way I did when I should have taken the opportunity to show young creators how adults and professionals resolve conflict by communicating directly, respectfully, and privately. I'm so sorry, SSSniperwolf, but I'm gonna have to cut you off and just say here for the record, to my entire audience, to everyone watching, Keemstar got it right here. I mean, even if SSSniperwolf wrote this herself, which she didn't, she probably got her boyfriend to do it, but nobody's buying it. No one believes her at all. I mean, her initial response was, "This guy's harassing me," and you're scared of women. Now all of a sudden it's, oh, I should have held myself to a higher standard and I should have communicated more directly and respectfully. She says here in the apology, I should have showed creators how adults and professionals resolve conflict by communicating directly, respectfully, and privately, not for views or content. Is that like a little sneak diss to jacksfilms because he made a video about the situation and makes videos, I guess, getting views about SSSniperwolf? Is that what we're doing here? Dude, is it gonna actually turn out to be, because we already know YouTube made her do this. Did YouTube write this apology for her? I wouldn't even be surprised, bro. This conspiracy shit runs deep. At the end of her apology, she says, "I'd like to also thank YouTube for holding me accountable. I deserve it. Respect the decision and appreciate the opportunity to learn and grow from a true lapse in judgment." Give me a break. The additional context for the SSSniperwolf post is SSSniperwolf posted this apology shortly after YouTube announced that they had punished her for her actions, even though the situation is already a week old as of this apology. She also mocked jacksfilms in an Instagram story shortly after the situation happened. And that right there is my personal reason why I believe SSSniperwolf's entire apology is bullshit. And YouTube's addressal of the situation is pretty bullshit too, I must add. Like and subscribe if you're new. Goodbye.